Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I would like to welcome you each into the kitchen this evening where we're going to do a little de-stressing for our face, do a little healing from all the sweets and the decadent food. So far we have survived Thanksgiving and we have survived Christmas. And for some, Yule. Next, there's only one more to survive. Well, for some people, it's two. There's New Year's Eve, which I don't get too wild over, but there's New Year's Day, and that's very important for me. That's when I make sure that we eat as much lucky food as possible for the year ahead. Now, with that being said, we're starting to look a little run down. We're a little tired. We're a little wore out. It's time to pamper ourselves. So we're going to make a bentonite clay green tea face mask. So let's get busy and get ready to rejuvenate some. Alright, let's get busy mixing our mix here. I forgot to move the camera down. That tells you I'm tired. Alright, bentonite clay. This one is organic. It is safe for all skin types. Hold on a minute. It's way too dark. But yes, bentonite clay is safe for all skin types. It's safe for people who suffer with acne, with blackheads, because it will pull out all the impurities out of the pores of your skin as long as you use it correctly. A lot of people don't. So we're going to need 2 tablespoons of this bentonite clay. Now, of course, I'll have more information in the description box below the video, so don't forget to read and check up on that. Now, the next is going to be matcha, also known as green tea powder. A little caffeine does wonders for the skin. It will rejuvenate it. Also, this is full of antioxidants, antibacterial, antifungal. So if you're having trouble with acne and blackheads, it will help to heal them up. Green tea is amazing in not only going in as a tea, but also as a skin product, especially for a facial. So we're going to want 1 tablespoon. And of course, I will have more information in the description box below the video. And this matcha powder, come on, is organic and it's harvested very young and grown in the shade. So it has more of the massive amounts of vitamins and minerals still in the leaves. Now, if you do not have the matcha powder, which everybody should have some in their cabinets, you can take green tea leaves, as long as it's just green tea, and use a coffee grinder or a very strong blender, pulverize it into a powder. I do want to stress that the matcha powder is a whole lot stronger and better, but if you don't have the other, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to mix that together real good. Now, I like to put mud mask on thick. That way, more of the medicinal part of it comes out. Now, to heal skin, make it rejuvenate, and to make it look slightly younger, we're not going for a miracle, y'all. We're going to go for a 1/2 teaspoon of pure vitamin E oil. Now, if you don't have it, it's not the end of the world, y'all. Now, if you have vitamin E gel caps, you can cut those open and retrieve the vitamin E oil out of those gel caps. And you want to make sure you get all of that in there. Now, this next step can be done several different ways. I have really warm water here in my measuring cup. You can use warm water to mix the mask up with, or if you have really bad acne, really bad blackheads and everything, you can use witch hazel. Now, I just didn't feel like going in and trying to search through all those jars to find my homemade witch hazel, so I'm just using water. Now, the water, if possible, make sure it's either purified water or distilled water. If all you have is tap water, you might want to boil it a little bit, boil it for a while, let it cool down, and use it. You want as pure of water as you can get, and well, I am using Berkey water. I'm going to start out with 2 tablespoons of the water, and you want to blend it very well. And I can already see I'm going to need more. I usually do about 2 tablespoons of water increments. And if you're using the witch hazel, keep adding slowly until you have a good paste. You don't want lumps, you want it as smooth as possible. Now, if you have young children, be careful. They might either think that you might be the Grinch or that you might have hurt Kermit the Frog in some way. So be very careful. You want it somewhat thick, but you do not want it runny. Because you want to be able to put it on your face and for it to stick where you put it. Try to make sure you get all the lumps out and that vitamin E oil is mixed very well. Kind of also looks like a really dark avocado too. Try to get it as smooth as possible. And if you're using the witch hazel, try to go for this consistency. You notice it's not running much at all. It's just barely moving. Now comes the fun part. Now, you want to take a really warm wash rag. I'm going to have to look at y'all while I do this to show you what to do. Take a really warm wash rag. No soap. Rub it over your face to start getting those pores to open up. You want those pores open as best as you can get them. Now, another thing, if you want it to exfoliate even more, you can add in a tablespoon or 2 of ground up oatmeal, which you can do yourself. You want to make sure your skin is good and moist. Now comes the fun part, because I'm trying to look in the camera to see what I'm doing. You're just going to gently rub it all over your face. Avoid eyes and avoid your lips. See, it kind of looks like a hurt Kermit. And I do put it just barely under my chin, too. And just under my lips. You want a good, as thick coating as you can get on there. Now, it's going to take longer for it to dry, but guess what? Go sit down and relax while it dries. You want to get it as close to your eyes as you can, but not right on them. I'm one of them weird ones. I do all around my nose. And my upper lip, too. And I forgot to put my hair back. If you have long hair, definitely put your hair up. Just don't get it on your lips. Don't get it in your eyeballs. And yes, I take it up to the hairline. If some of it gets in your hair, it's not going to hurt a thing. And yes, I do my eyebrows too. This actually makes enough mud mask for two. So if you have a teenage daughter or tad bit older, 8, 7 and up, one that will listen and behave, and you tell them not to bother it. You've got one of those kids that ain't gonna sit still for nothing. Don't even try this on them. Like I said, go through, make sure you have a good thick amount on. And like I said, it's going to take longer to dry, but it gives it more bang for the buck of being able to pull even more of all those clogged pores, skin oil, stress, all that stuff. Toxins, yes, toxins. And like I said, it looks like you either turned into the Grinch, the Incredible Hulk, or you done something really bad to Kermit the Frog. Now, you don't want it up in your nose, but you want it all around your nose. And green tea, not that it's going to, be like a complete facelift. Shouldn't want to get that anyway. This will uh, soothe your skin and make it look younger. Now, I'm not talking about no miracle, but your skin will glow. You'll feel better. Your skin will be healthier. It will thank you. Okay. I'll put just a little bit more on my nose. Yes, I tend to use it thick because I want to make sure that it pulls everything out as much as possible. And you'll notice as you're working on it, it starts drying. Okay, that's the best I'm going to fret with it. Now, need to go somewhere and relax. I will bring you back when it is completely dry. You want to let this completely dry on your skin, because if you try to take it off while it's still moist or wet, you won't get the exfoliation part of the mud mask the clay mask while you do it for. So, as soon as this is completely dry, I will bring y'all back and we'll have some fun getting it off. I will talk to you here in a little bit. It was almost completely dry and beautiful, and I forgot it was on, and I yawned really big, and then the avalanche started, but it's perfectly fine. It was dry, it's done its job, so let's have fun taking it off. I'm only going to put y'all through part of it. You want to take a good wash rag in very warm water. Don't burn yourself. Circular motions. Might have to get your wash rag better wet a couple of times. Go gentle, cause it's on there good. Well, most of it was. And you're just going gently. Take your time. Some of it will peel right off. Some of it is going to take a little bit of work. But that's part of the exfoliating effect of it. Be careful around your eyes, because you don't want to get it in your eye. And around your mouth, get it very carefully. Keep your mouth closed. Keep your eyes one eye at a time closed. And continue to take it off Do not worry, your face will turn a little red. That's because there's blood flow going real well. And I'll bring you back as soon as I get it all off. Okay, I have won the battle and got it all off. Now, when you put it on thicker like I do, it takes a lot longer to get it off, but you get a deeper cleanse from using it. There's more surface of the clay to pull harder on the pores to get all that uh, toxins and pollution and oil and everything out of your pores. And let me tell you, baby, smooth. And of course, it's going to be red for a little while because you've got blood flow up to it because of the scrubbing, and a little bit of caffeine that's in the tea helps to bring blood flow to the surface. And I love making my own Bentonite clay mask. They're wonderful. And of course, there's more information in the description box below. There's many different ways you can mix them, make them, use them, and it's wonderful. Do your research. There is so much that you can use to cleanse your face and your body naturally. When you don't buy it from the store and you make it yourself, there's no chemicals, there's no artificial anything. You control what goes into it, and that is what makes you healthier. Heal thyself naturally. I hope this video encourages you to make your own facial mask and pamper yourself every once in a while. It's not hard to do. Just take it from me, and don't forget. See, look. Looks all nice. And don't forget to not yawn. Don't yawn. I was relaxed, forgot that it was on, and I yawned real big, and yeah, just crack. But other than that, it's perfectly fine. Everyone, take care. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Everyone, continue to stock up your pantry with foods that will nourish and sustain you. Medicinals and items to make sure that your skin stays healthy. Because if everything's healthy, you'll be healthy. Medicinals that will heal you, and protection of all kinds, above all else, the bare essentials to survive on. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. Hoot hoot. Love y'all. Mwah. See you soon.